Hi, it's Evaleen from Awesome Training, and this one is for autistic adults. So, how do we unmask is like such a huge question. How do we stop thinking about what others feel and think and start concentrating more on what we feel and think? And it can be a very difficult journey. I recently had a lovely discussion with Alice Doyle, which is available on our YouTube channel, Awesome Women series. And Alice talks about her unmasking journey and she calls it unravelling. And I really like that phrase. I think it really explains it really well because there's just so many layers and so many different parts to us. And the process is, yeah, we're unraveling our way back to ourselves, And I know for me, and I know from talking to other autistic adults who found out they're autistic in adulthood, there's sometimes like a fear of, well, what's underneath? Like, if I've been masking all my life, like, who am I? And I suppose I always think, well, if we have masked, which means we've protected, we've fortressed ourselves, we've built fortress upon fortress upon fortress to protect this very special self from the world, from the hurt around us, because we experienced that hurt so early on in our lives. We've been fortressing. And it takes a lot to take down those fortresses because we need to feel safe and we need to feel like we are connected to that self. So probably one of the biggest light bulb moments for me in my unraveling journey or fortressing journey or unmasking journey was actually realizing that the group or the gang I wanted to be in, probably since like primary school, didn't really exist. I had spent so long trying to be this, trying to be like this person or that person and do these things and have these things and, so that these people would accept me. And I'm suddenly, in my 30s and still kind of doing these things. And then I'm like, wait a minute, there is no group to fit in with, really, and just letting go of that was really transformative for me. Because along with that then came letting go of what other people thought of me, how other people perceived me, and realizing that I can really only be responsible for myself. I can't be responsible for how other people perceive me because I can't be responsible for their past experiences or their, lifetime or, their perspectives or their culture or their outlook on life. I can't be responsible for any of that. I can just be me. And if people like that and accept that, great. And if they don't, it's really nothing to do with me because I can be who I am and some people will love it and some people won't. So I will just never be a perfect version that everybody will love, and I think realizing that, because I think that's what I was trying to do for a long time with all this fortressing, becoming different people for everyone I met, was trying to be everything to everyone, and it's exhausting, obviously, and it's also like not possible because we can't be responsible for other people's opinions and perceptions. So those things for me, I think realizing, hang on, what group am I trying to get into? Like it doesn't exist anymore. And just really, really letting go of doing things based on what other people might perceive. That has just been life-changing. And I'm not saying I don't care about what other people think, but I definitely care less. And it has made my life a lot easier because when I'm making decisions, I make them about what I want to do or what's best for me or my family or whatever the situation is. And our mental health comes first, as opposed to doing things because I have to, or that fear of letting people down. And I think when you let go of what other people think of you, a lot of those people-pleasing habits that we've developed, they start to disappear as well, because you start to please yourself. And I know that's like an alien concept for a lot of us, to start taking our own needs into account. But doing those things really unlocked and started the process for me. So I hope you found that helpful, and do check out Alice's video. It's absolutely fabulous. Talking about her unraveling journey. It's on YouTube under Awesome Women, episode 12. You know, Alice has spent the last year or so unraveling and discovered in the process that she's a poet and an artist, and like really just embracing her immensity, and it's absolutely beautiful. So I would love to hear other people's stories, what you found helpful, um, you know, because it is a long journey, and I'm nearly 10 years at it now. And I'm finding, even though I don't mask anymore, I'm still kind of dealing with the side effects or the learned behaviors, or the bad habits that I've got into. So it is constant, and we need to check in with ourselves and make time to do that and check in with each other. So I'd love to hear your story. And if you found this helpful, please let me know. Thanks for listening.